You are now listening to Sir Inc.'s The Experience Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything kink. Now, this podcast is only catered to those that are 18 and above and may not be suitable for work, or as we like to say, NSF. But remember, you can always listen to us during your private time. Hello, kinky and kink-curious folk out there. My name is Sir Inc. Hello everybody, I'm back again. Sorry for the delay. But let's jump right into my topic. What do you do as a dom when she knows more than you, but still wants you to dominate her? And why am I bringing this topic up? Well, I had a friend message me about, taking on a potential dom, submitting to him. But because she had significant more experience than he does, he feels a little intimidated. And he says things like, well, I don't know why you would want a dom like me. You're more experienced than me, blah, 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 blah. And look, I get it. But as you guys know, if you followed me long enough, the young lady that was my first sub had more experience than me. And she put me on. But one of the things that you have to do is, number one, do not be intimidated by more experienced sub. And why not? Because you can learn so much from them. They can help you not touch the stove when it's hot. They can help teach you. And just because your sub may teach you some things doesn't mean that she's more powerful than you, or she's in control and all that nonsense. Like, they want to give you control, but they want to know that the person they give them control to has some parameters. They want to know that you know what you're doing. And if you don't, it's okay to be humble and say, look, I don't have as much experience as you. However, I'm willing to learn. I'm still going to be a man or a dame, but I'm still going to be in my position of dominant, and I will learn as I go. But these are the things that I require, and we're going to work on this level, and I'll work my way up. Again, I use the analogy of, I have a certain level of sadism in me, but I met a young lady who, her masochism level was getting a nail put through her breast to a board, and she showed me pictures of it. So everybody has different levels, and do not be ashamed or do not be intimidated or be scared because one person has more experience than you, especially when it's sub to dom. See, like, it seems like it's acceptable in a man's mind. I'm going to speak to men. It's acceptable in a man's mind that you have more experience than the woman. It makes you feel more secure in your position. But you can always be strong in your position. You are who you are. Your convictions are your convictions. And meeting someone who can teach you more, especially a submissive. Because I tend to think guys are more prone to listen to a woman experiences than they would to go to a man for mentorship, because men have egos and they don't want to be looked at as weak to other men. But this is all in your damn head. In the end, what you want is knowledge and experience and practical experience, so you can be the better version and the best version to your sub, to your woman, to your wife, to whoever it is, whoever's in your life, your date, whoever it is. You want to be better, a better person, a better leader, a better guide, a better mentor. And you can't do that without having knowledge. And I'm going to tell you, I've learned so much from having my pages from other subs because they're more willing to talk. Now, of course, I have my dominant friends that we busted up. If I have a problem, I'll go to them, we'll talk. If I need some advice, we'll talk. But I've just learned so much from women because women don't mind talking. They have less shame than men do. So do not be intimidated by the sub that may have more experience than you. Don't even bring that up. If she doesn't have a problem with it, you don't have a problem with it. Now, if she acts like, well, you don't really know what you're doing, or if you get in that kind of conversation, then she's not really a submissive. If she's not willing to help you learn in a very, I would say humble, but humble is not the word I'm looking for. Yeah, maybe it's humility. Maybe it is humility. To teach someone, knowing that this person is the person who's supposed to be the one who is in control, given the parameters for the relationship. It's okay. As long as they're not making you feel like you're less than who you are, then allow yourself, you be humble. You have a level of humility, and allow this person to teach you some things that you don't know. And the thing is, they may not teach you things that you don't know per se, far as core things. However, they may teach you some new tactics that you never thought about, but that resonate with you. Again, when I heard this one sub say to me that her Dom had protocols as far as even her being able to speak to him early on in the day. First contact is she has to ask for permission to speak. That is something that I've adopted into my own dynamics. So you have to understand, and you have to understand it's about you being better as a Dom. And if someone is humble enough and just open enough to teach you what they've learned, what they've experienced from another Dom, it's cool. Like, take that in and run with it. It's only gonna make you better. And if it makes you better, it makes the people that you're giving yourself to better. It makes everything better. But you have to see that. Take yourself out of this ego. Because a lot of the things that you don't know now, okay, I don't know, I don't want to deal with her because she has more experience than me. So I'm going to go over here to someone that's a novice. But even a novice can feel, understand what I'm saying? Can feel, a woman can intuitively feel when things aren't right. They can feel when you don't know what you're doing. Because a lot of things, let's just say sessions, it's all about being in practice. Guys, you know how it go. You having sex for the first time, but the girl might be having sex for the first time too. And she like, you done this before? You're like, yeah, I've done this before. I know what I'm doing. And you effing up the whole time. You got the condom on wrong. You're not kissing her, and you're nervous. They can feel when you're not right. So just humble yourself and take advice from someone who knows a little bit more from you, no more than you, even if there's a sub. Because the thing is, this sub still wants a dominant. They don't care if you don't have as much experience because they're willing to grow with you. And you have to see that. You have to stop seeing yourself as someone that just dictates to the other person without getting anything in return other than submission. You learn so much. And the beautiful thing about the lifestyle is you grow together. You grow together through experience and inexperience and experiencing things together, and sharing information, sharing ideas. You grow together. So you have to understand it's more than just yourself. It's not about your ego. It's about coming together with someone else and making a relationship based upon what fits best for you two or three or four, however many people you got involved. But be humble enough to accept information and other people's experiences, especially if you're a sub that has more experience than you. That's not a problem. She is so willing to impart to you her experience. Just grow and glow. But what do you think? Leave your comments below. Please like and subscribe. And I'll always make promises about making more podcasts. I will. I'll be back on deck. But I have to be inspired sometimes. Life gets rough. And lastly, how are you? I'm wishing everyone well. Of course, life gets a little hectic for us all. So, again, before I go, I just want to wish you well. Thank you for listening to me and taking your time. I really do appreciate your comments. And let me know if there's a topic I haven't touched that you would like to hear, because I'm searching for more concepts and topics. But until next time, peace. You know how to find me, Sir INQ, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And you can always email me at sirinq09@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Until next time, peace.